Yo, what up? What up? Welcome back. Hanging out with HashBrown. We're not really doing much. I just, I've been lazy. I haven't uploaded or done no sort of videos or any sort of music. So, doing this to kind of make up for it. We just hanging out. This is my wonderful wife, Kira. But yeah, we just chilling, you know. Smoke a little, drink a little, talk a little. You know what I'm saying? I hope the audio is working good. I hope all that is cool. You know what I'm saying? Hey, cheers, cheers. But let's yeah, we'll break it in right. We'll break it in right. So yeah, we're just chilling. We've been running around. I've been working. She's been running around all day. You know, okay, audio is great, good, cool.
Busy week.
Busy week.
TGIF.
It's gonna be a busy month, so I really don't plan on getting out probably any videos this month. Maybe probably not no music this month. May is when birthday season starts. You know, all type of birthdays all month, and it just carries on. So, you know, I might do things like this. You know, but we're gonna keep it cool. We're gonna try and keep it entertaining. You know, I was like, hey, you know, we talk about whatever. You know what I'm saying? But just trying to chill. I got a new book. Got a new book today. I'm excited about that. Cosmic Codes by Dr. Chuck Missler. It's seems to be pretty good. Seems to be like it's gonna be a lot of fun to go through. Um, how long have I been making music? Shit, player. Day one. No. I don't know. You know, I guess it all kind of started for me in, I'd say in high school, but never really came to any sort of fruition. Probably until a couple years ago, maybe. Um, Started actually doing things here and there, whatever. And now I started the last one. My bad. Um, yeah, you know, I'm still waiting on you know, buddy go by the name of Big Pin, down in Kenya. You know, he said that he wanted to get on a track with me, and I was stoked about that. He was like, hey, my producer will make the beat, and we'll get on track. He's taking too long. I'm gonna say, hey, man, I got boys who make fire beats. Fire beats. Shout out Young Zion. Shout out Master Mike. You know what I'm saying? Lizen Beats. You know, I'm finna just send him a beat. Say, hey, get on this. You know, but at the same time, I have been thinking about what kind of content I upload. You know, I mean, I'm a fun guy. You know, I try and keep it lighthearted, and I try and do different things. You know, I don't really do it for anybody other than myself, I guess. But beautiful weather. Beautiful weather tonight. But we got some news pulled up. You know, I was like, hey, we could talk about some news. They got all types of categories. You know what I'm saying? All types of categories for the news. Um, so what are some headlines? I'll read you some topics. You tell me a topic, and we'll look at some headlines in there. I got business, entertainment, fashion, food, health, politics, science, sports, technology, travel. And of course, COVID-19 and war in Ukraine. but I feel like those are kind of burnt out topics. I don't want to talk about those anyways. Like, 'cause if you don't already know, I can't tell you nothing. And if you do know, then what I'm gonna tell you for? You know what I'm saying? It's like that. So which one of these topics, Kiki?
Um,
I'm feeling technology.
that was my second choice.
What was
My
your first choice?
Food.
Food. All right, let's look at food headlines. Number one, it says your instant ramen will taste better with one. See, these are just gonna be like clickbait ads. They're not really gonna be like news things. Um, I honestly, I just see more. What even is news? Everything now it seems to be fake news media because everything here is just clickbait. I don't know. I've never used like Apple News before. I'm new to the Apple world, so I just clicked Apple News.
I have Apple, and I don't think I've ever actually used Apple News. For as long as I've had an Apple iPhone.
Yeah, what even is Apple News?
I mean, I actually don't look at any news. Period. Really. Um, I mean.
They show us what we're supposed to see.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't go searching for any more. They show me what I'm supposed to see. That's it. No, I don't.
Well, I just feel like
I don't
most
look at
news sites. I mean, if you click, and bring up each different news site, it's going to display all the same things. They're all going to be the same headlines, and like you said,
yeah, they might have some mildly different view, but the Johnny Depp case, I feel like honestly it's funny because we did talk about it last live stream, and I'll recap that real quick. We feel like it's a major distraction because it is not an important case. There's no victim. There's no crime. The fact that they're pushing it so hard to everyone is a major red flag that it is a distraction.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. And what happened to all this evidence? What about the other bitch's trial? How come that's not publicized?
Yeah,
and being
what's up
pushed
with
down
all this
everyone's
information that's trying to be hidden? And
yeah. What does the case about two fucking billionaires matter?
A domestic
About
violence
name calling
case,
or
when
who gives a fuck?
every other neighbor has
Who
a
gives a fuck?
domestic violence fucking case.
She wouldn't leave me alone. I went to one of my 9 bedrooms and she followed me. I don't know. I don't care. Like I said, there's no I mean, it may be a crime to them or whatever, but it's it's a civil case. There's not it's a distraction. Like I said, there's other cases. What about all these missing children? There's so much more things that could be news, but we know it's not news. And that's just what's so funny. It's the flavor of the week. Next week or in a few weeks there'll be a new flavor. We'll get hit with some other if it's not pop culture, it'll be another world-ending scenario. Anything to kind of keep you on your toes.
Really, just drama, just drama, mindless drama that really just doesn't have any point to it, other than to distract us from
bread
really
and
knowing
circus.
what
That's
we
what
should be knowing.
That's what they used to give the the Roman slaves to keep them in line. They used to make sure they have bread, and you let them go to the circus. You let them go to the gladiators and stuff. And that principle has never gone away. People, the lights have gotten brighter, and whatever, but it's still the same world. It's still the same fucking powers of the air that rule this world. Yeah, so I'm not really too concerned about the Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, case, um, personally. Now, What about the abortion thing? Should we talk about that? I feel like there's not really much to talk about there.
I feel like it's been going.
It's a
It's
nut.
an ongoing thing. I feel like this has been going on. I feel like
It's been going on for a
for a
long
while.
time,
For a while, it's been going on. I
and
remember these things keep coming up.
I feel
You
like
know?
because we had talked about it together
But I do
in
feel like
private.
it is definitely control on people and stuff like that. And I mean I don't know, I I don't know. I think it would be fine for states, to
Exactly. That's exactly
have their
how I
own
feel.
laws on it.
That's exactly how I feel. Like people are freaking out, and it's so unreal because marijuana is federally illegal. Look at states like Colorado. Look at states like California. Look at all these other states that have passed their own laws that have different. Not every state is doing it the same. Not every state is having the same laws. That's exactly the way it should be. It shouldn't be the Supreme Court pushing a decision on every state in the union. That's not how America should be. It should be state by state. And of course, you're going to have some states that completely get rid of it. You're going to have some states that have it with various amounts of restrictions. And I'm sure you're going to have some states that have next to no restrictions. Who knows, but I it'll bring the argument to where it needs to be because it'll bring the argument to the people who live in that state, to their, representatives, and whatever, and it doesn't have to apply to everyone and everything. I feel the same way about vaccines. If you want to do a vaccine mandate in Colorado or California, that's your state's prerogative. Thankfully, here in Florida, we you know but I mean, I don't know. I don't believe in I don't believe that the government should tell you what to do, necessarily put in your body or these kind of things.
And that's why I'm saying I feel like it's about control.
It is about control. But I mean, I don't know. I'd say that I've gone and am, I making the change from pro-choice to pro-life because of my growth in my faith. Um, Not that I'm sinless in the situation, you know. And I don't have anything against people who have had to make those difficult decisions, you know. If there are those people who can get an abortion lightheartedly, they got bigger problems. I feel like, if a woman can, I feel like, get an abortion and it not have some sort of effect on her, I feel like maybe she shouldn't have been raising a child. I don't know. Um, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. Um, I'm not super well versed on it, so it's not really something that I, want to talk about or know that much. And there's plenty of more people talking about it out there, anyways. Plenty more people who know way more. You know. But yeah, yeah. Um, you know, like I said, I've been thinking about kind of the direction of my channel. And because I have been getting more involved in my faith, and that's one of the things why I haven't been really working on any videos or anything like that. I've been just really kind of reading a lot, I've been kind of studying a lot. Um, you know, I don't know, and sometimes I think about, I'm like, should I, you know, I would say, should I do these, Bible studies on, like, like this, like in a live thing? And I think about that, but at the same time, I feel like I'm no teacher. I'm new in my faith. I'm trying to learn as much as I can. I'm trying to hold myself to God standard of who I should be. I don't feel that I'm in any position to be a teacher. So that's why I don't really upload Bible studies or these kind of things. Not that I don't talk about my friends with it. Not that I don't, I just I don't want to say something wrong because you know what? My views may change. I'm looking into a lot of things. There's a lot of questions I have. A lot of prayers that I'm bringing to God and so I don't want to lead anyone astray. That's why I don't put those videos out or anything. Um, you know, but that's where my mind has been recently, and everything. Um, just been into a lot of books, a lot of reading, a lot of looking into, a lot of searching. Um, when I feel like I'm really actually getting something out of my time, you know, um, instead of just wasting it. That's a big thing. That's a big thing for me. I like to be investing my time, not spending it. Um, it's it's important. So many distractions, and it's important to take time for yourself. That's not what I'm saying. You know, I'm talking about being creative. I'm talking about critically thinking. I'm talking about looking at the bigger picture. I'm talking about challenging your own beliefs. You know, if 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 you believe something to be true, then you should have no problem listening to someone argue against it. You know, start looking up things that challenge your beliefs. Start hearing things from the other side. Start building a bigger world picture. You know, does it reaffirm your belief or does it, what it should do is drive you to look in deeper to whatever matter it is, closer for yourself. And so that's what I've been on recently. You know, thanks, David. Um, I've been on when you find the joys of learning. I don't know how to describe it. It's it is fun when you find something you're interested in and all that. Um, but yeah, so we just chilling like I said, man. Weather's real nice. Um, little breeze, man. Um, you can, you know, so me and KiKi here, we watch we watch a lot of Ghost Adventures with Zach Baggins and the boys. Um, and I would say I believe in a spirit world. Um, KiKi, what would you say? How would you do you believe in the spirit world?
Yes.
What like in what sense do you think? Because I mean, I kind of know what she thinks. I'm only asking her these things for video's sake because we have some weird shit go on in the room. Um, but the idea that we are existing maybe in a reality larger than what we perceive. Um, that to me it's an interesting question, and there's so many things, at least in my life, where we see these evidences, and I'm not saying proof. Evidence and proof is a completely different thing. Proof is a very hard to, but evidence, you know, uh, so well, anyways, the idea of a larger reality, existing in a reality larger than ourselves, it's like we view this spirit realm as like some sort of hazy, intangible, you know, kind of thing. But the thing I ask myself is like, is this the fuzzier dimension? Because we can't perceive those higher dimensions, you know. I don't know. I don't know. I got some more news pulled up. So, nothing looks good. Um, let's see. We got intelligence provided by the U.S. helped Ukrainians sink Russian ship. We've got Cuban hotel explosion kills at least 22. Damn. Hotel explosion. How the fuck did it just explode? Lord knows. More abortion stuff, more Ukrainian stuff, more Ukrainian stuff. Sailors say aircraft carrier that had multiple suicides occur among crew was uninhabitable.
That's scary.
Wow, what the fuck? Multiple suicides on a boat. The old Navy, huh?
Shit.
Yeah, something about the news, Something about just thinking, I feel like it's just feed to help you stay in their algorithm, to help you stay in their creative matrix of thought, or their created thought matrix that they're establishing, that we're all forming our views from, and we're all judging our neighbors by, we're all judging them by where they stand on these standards. Um, and I'm not saying that none of these things are important to know or anything, but I am saying that, and everyone knows, the people who get poisoned by it, and they're so controlled by it. And if it's not the news, it's some pop culture idol, you know, idolization. That's really what it is, I don't know. Give me some thoughts on the world today. Give me let's hear some of KiKi's thoughts on society today.
Uh,
I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot.
um, I don't know. I definitely.
I mean, okay, here. Let me. Do you think we're heading in a positive direction or a worse direction, or?
It's really hard to say. I want to say that. Well, I'd say that we could go towards a good direction and stuff. Like, I feel like with the technology that we have, just the amount of resources we have nowadays, just the intelligence, you know what I mean? Like, we could go very far, but I feel like the ignorance of the world really holds us down from, like, progressing the way we should.
I could agree to that. I could definitely
Because,
agree
I
to
mean,
that.
I don't know. I feel like 10 years ago, I mean, when we all thought of the future, we fucking thought of it so different.
And that's
this,
always been true, and that's always been
Yeah.
true. So the question then asked, well, where is the ignorance stemming from? Do you maybe think is it something that's starting from the bottom and going up, or is the ignorance top down? Is it just in mass? You think people have been just?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I think at the moment it's definitely top down.
I would also no, that makes sense to me because I agree with that. I believe that we're led to be ignorant. Kids today aren't taught these critical thought things. We're taught confusion. They want to confuse and get people off base of who they are, how to learn who they are. I mean, we all know what education should be. It should be how to survive in this world. You know, I never learned how to, I mean, all these, we should get a taste for all these kind of trades. You should be able to learn how to build a house and survive in the woods or wherever. These should be our kind of educational things. I mean, yeah, math principles. And if you excel at these principles, that's what college
But
educations
also
are
like
for.
morals. I feel like that's definitely a big part of like, when I mean, I don't know,
Exactly.
yeah, like
I can agree.
there's a
I can agree
there's so
because
many people, and that's
we
where like part of the ignorance
we have,
is
and
really,
it
and
does
it's
fall on the parent.
continuing. It's not like the cycle isn't able to break because it's just I don't know,
No,
yeah. The ignorant cycle is not.
I agree. Um,
I mean, I have hope for the future. I hope like the next generation. I hope that they can. I mean, I feel like that's every generation.
yeah,
You
and that's
hope
what it is.
to
And
try to do better than the last generation and fix all the mistakes. But that's life, I guess. When it
well,
comes down to it, no human is gonna be perfect, and a world full of humans, it ain't gonna be a fucking perfect world.
no, no one is perfect. No one is perfect. No, not
So a
one.
perfect world really is not in. I mean, what
It,
what would a perfect world even look like? You
exactly,
know,
because well, you see, that's when we bring it back
everyone's
to it.
everyone's like
It comes down
perception
to
of
a
a perfect
moral,
world.
a moral thing. Because if perfect is just subjective, if there is no right or wrong, if it's I have my truth and you have your truth, if there is no absolute objective truth, then there is never going to be a perfect or a better or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you have, a life of faith, and you build your life on these absolutes, and I mean, we the crazy thing is that we do all have morals. We are, I believe we're all created in the image of God, and we all know that killing children is wrong, raping is wrong, you know all these, we all know that. And it doesn't really take a language. It doesn't take, I mean, those are like, these morals that we have, and I believe that's given to us by God. And when you start to say that, well, there's my truth and there's your truth, you know, that's when people ask questions like this. What if what makes me happy, what if I feel and what I identify with is, you know, some pedophile, some murderer? I mean, that's, you know, by all means, it's like Hitler was an evil guy, but if you're not if you're not operating from a point of, well, there's no good and there's no evil and it's subjective and it's, well, then you can't say that Hitler was, because that was just his truth. His, and I mean, to me, a logical, what I think is he was fucking crazy and evil, and he was an evil man, and what he did was evil. I don't know how else to say it, you know? And it's thoughts like that, and it's things like that, and it's questions like that. Why, yeah, it's important to have morals, you know?
Mhm. You betcha.
So, I've been watching some, well, yeah, I always watch like First Amendment audits on YouTube. I watch a lot of, you know, um, and whatever. But there is this one channel, um, and I gotta learn. I gotta figure out how I can do like some sort of video splitting to where I can do like how the big timers do with the picture in picture type vibe. Dog, I see some weird shit. No, but there is some good channels. I'm not even gonna mess with it anymore in case I do learn how to do that video splitting. Um, But yeah, just wanted to get on here real quick and do that so I can get my weekly video in. So what, should we smoke one more or no?
Still gotta finish this, so yep.
Maybe we can start this one. Yeah. Um, Thinking about the direction I want to take this channel. Do I want to be a ghost hunting channel? Do I want to fucking go out and hunt ghosts and fucking crackheads and shit? You know?
I picked this up to smoke.
See what I mean?
Hanging with the local crackhead.
Do I want to start make it a boating channel? I don't have a boat or anything.
You just go down to
I go down to
boat.
the dock.
You just go down to the dock every day and start recording someone's boat. Be like,
I wait.
yeah, this is my boat. I just picked this up from,
I just wait for accidents to happen. And I'm like, man, good thing I got 16 hours of film here. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to all you motherfuckers out there. You know what I'm saying? And, my beautiful bride here. It's gonna have a wonderful Mother's Day. Hopefully.
I will. Hopefully.
Yeah, though, appreciate you tuning in, hanging out with HashBrown. You know what I'm saying? Go burn it up. Yeah. So I gotta do the boomer thing now. And if I can reach it and figure out how to turn it off. Oh,